Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we're looking at a Leetcode problem called divide a string into groups of size k. It sounds simple, and thankfully, the logic is pretty straightforward once we break it down. Let's get started. So here's the task. We're given a string which we can call s, a number for the group size which we'll call k ppro, and a special character for filling in gaps, called fill. The goal is to chop the string cs into smaller pieces, where each piece has a length of k pras. There's one catch. The very last piece might not be long enough. If that happens, we need to add the fill character to the end of it, over and over, until it reaches the right length. Finally, we return all these pieces in a list. Let's walk through an example to make this crystal clear. Imagine our string is abc-def-gal, and we want groups of size 3. The fill character is x fritz. Okay, first, we take the first 3 characters, A, B, C. That's our first group. Easy. Next, we move on. The next 3 are dong, E, E, F. That's group number 2. And again, G, H, I. That's our third group. Now, what's left? We only have the character J, so our last group starts as just J. But the rule says all groups must have a length of 3. Our current group has a length of 1. To fix this, we need to add 2 more characters. The problem tells us to use x as the filler, so we add x twice to j, which gives us jxx. So our final result is a list containing A, B, C, def, ghi, and jxx. Makes sense, right? So how can we turn this into a reliable algorithm? The most direct way is usually the best place to start. We can think of this as moving a window of size k across the string. We'll start a pointer at the very beginning of the string. At each step, we'll grab a chunk of k characters starting from our pointer's position. After we grab a chunk, we just jump our pointer forward by k positions to get to the start of the next chunk. We keep doing this until we've processed the whole string. The only special case we need to remember is that final piece. After our loop is done, we'll have to check if it needs padding. Alright, here's what the solution looks like in Python. Don't worry if it looks like a lot at first glance. We're going to step through it piece by piece, and you'll see it's really just following the logic we just talked about. Let's break it down. First, we set up an empty list to hold our results, which we'll call res. We also get the total length of the string s. Then we create a variable called car, which stands for current position. This is our pointer, and we start it at index 0. Now for the main loop. As long as our pointer car is less than the length of the string, we do 2 things. First, we slice the string. We take the piece that starts at car and is k characters long, and we add it to our results list. Second, and this is the key to moving forward, we increase car by k-bing. This jumps our pointer right to the beginning of the next chunk. The loop repeats this until we've gone past the end of the string. Once the loop is finished, we have one final task, checking that last group. We look at the very last item we added to our results list. We find its length. If that length is less than our target size k, we know we need to pad it. How much padding do we need? We simply subtract the group's current length from k. Then, we take our fill character and multiply it, which in Python just repeats the character that many times. Finally, we tack this new string of fill characters onto the end of our last group, updating it in place, and that's it. So how efficient is this solution? For time complexity, we pass through the original string just one time. The work we do is proportional to the length of the string, which we call n time. So the time complexity is big O of n. For space complexity, we need to talk about what we're counting. The list we return will of course take up space proportional to the string's length, also big O of n. However, when we analyze space, we often exclude the output itself. Besides the output, we only use a few variables like our pointer. This doesn't depend on the size of the string, so we call it constant space, or big O of 1. It's very memory efficient. So let's quickly recap. The core idea for this problem is to iterate through the string not one character at a time, but in jumps of size k frols. Using your language's string slicing feature makes grabbing these chunks super simple. And finally, the most important detail is to not forget the edge case. After you've created all your groups, you have to go back and check that last one to see if it needs to be padded to the correct length. And that's a wrap on this problem. Hopefully that explanation was clear and helpful. If you found value in this, I'd really appreciate it if you hit the like button or subscribe for more videos. If you have any questions or a different way to solve it, drop a comment below. And hey, if you're feeling extra generous, you can always support the channel through the Boba Fund. Thanks for watching. Keep up the great work, and I'll see you in the next one.